After losing at South Dakota State 51-13 last year, the Duquesne Dukes probably needed a blizzard to even the odds for today's second-round FCS playoff rematch, and it turns out that even Mother Nature couldn't do enough to stop SDSU. It was windy and cold, but flake-free at the start of today's proceedings at Dana J. Dykehouse Stadium, and SDSU got going on their opening drive. It's Taryn Christian on the run, firing up to Cade Johnson, who ties Jake Wienecke's touchdown record for a single season with 16. It's a 43-yard strike, and it's 7-0. In the second quarter, how about this? Isaiah Hill, the redshirt freshman, his first ever carry, and it's a 23-yard touchdown. SDSU takes a 14-0 lead. Now Duquesne's starting to get desperate. As you can see, the snow's flying. They go for it on 4th and 1. Christian Roseboom says not so much. Turnover on downs. Jacks get it back, and on the next play, it's Pierre Strong. All he does is run for long touchdowns. 52 yards. The route's on. It's 21-0, 24-0 at the break. In the third quarter, you know, Hill's first run looks so good, why not just do it again? 15-yard touchdown, 2 carries in his career, 2 touchdowns. I like those percentages. SDSU goes up 30-6. And then how about this play? Mikey Daniel hurdling his man on a 27-yard touchdown run. Take one more look at this in a little slow motion replay. Whoop! That might get on SportsCenter tonight. The Jackrabbit defense also playing extremely well. Zy Mosley with a 43-yard pick six. And South Dakota State wins this going away. 51-6. I don't know why I put the 5 in there, but 51-6 the final. Daniel with 100 yards on the day as SDSU rushes for 326. They put up 51 last year in their season opener, and that was on a 71-degree day. So to do it today with all the bad weather is pretty impressive. And they will move on to face Kennesaw State. The 4th seed beat Wofford barely today down near Atlanta, 13-10. So the Jacks do have to go on the road. It's going to be either Friday or Saturday. We'll get the time to you later tonight, and we'll have reaction from the team coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Well, you remember that SDSU and Iowa State game that got canceled back at the start of the year by lightning? Well, the Cyclones eventually rescheduled to face non-scholarship Drake today. The Bulldogs, a 41-point underdog, but on this Grant Kramer touchdown strike, they take a 24-20 lead in the third. Remember, USD hung 77 on those guys a year ago. SDSU's killed them a couple times. Eventually, the Cyclones get their act together. Brock Purdy to Deshaunte Jones as Iowa State avoids what would have been one of the biggest upsets in college history. They beat Drake 27-24. Well, aside from making it to volleyball's big dance, the most memorable moment of USD's NCAA tournament debut yesterday may have been the fan support that came to Omaha to cheer them on. Coyote fans filled more than a section and a half of DJ Sokol Arena and were a big part of the sellout crowd of 2,552. Though they would see their team get swept by Creighton, they had plenty to be proud of, as did their appreciative players.
To our fans, they're amazing, and it's just a definition of Coyote volleyball that's awesome. It was very cool to hear the energy that they provided us when we did get going, and that's really why you play this game. You play for not only each other, but for the people that get to come out and celebrate with you.
Well, now that the volleyball season is over in Vermilion, it's full steam ahead for Coyote basketball, and the women are giving fans in Vermilion plenty to get excited about. USD might actually be closing in on a national ranking if they can keep piling up victories behind Wednesday night's upset of number 23 Iowa State. Today they host a Green Bay team that beat ranked Missouri, but it's coming off a 30-point loss at SDSU on Thursday. And here come the Yotes to start, keeping the momentum from that Iowa State win. It's Taylor Frederick with a step-back Bobby Jack for 3 as USD leads 13-7 after 1. Madison McKeever with a drive and a runner off the window as the Coyotes saw their lead trimmed to 21-19 at the break. Third quarter, McKeever will give it to Sully Buttes alum Chloe Lamb. She gets the nice penetration and bucket. Coyotes up 38-33 after 3. And in the fourth, Allison Arns, who led the Coyotes with 18, to her sister Monica as USD gets the win, 55-49. Finally, real quick, the Coyote men were facing Bakersfield right after that in a doubleheader. Fortunately, all these teams got in before all the bad weather. And speaking of getting in, how about Brandon Armstrong to the rack for the layup as USD takes the early advantage. They pretty much led this thing wire to wire. Look at Tristan Simpson with a nice move and jumper. Coyotes go on to get the victory 68-56. More highlights from this game at 10, as well as an Augustana basketball doubleheader and the SDSU men playing at US Bank Stadium tonight. We'll have all that and more at 10. We're back in one moment.